going on, y'all? One thing that I have really gotten passionate about over the years is helping clients overcome their underactive thyroid issues. So some symptoms of this, y'all, it might be, you just feel like your weight loss is really slow, like you try and it gets really frustrating because it's like it just doesn't want to come off. In fact, if you deviate for 1 second from your diet, it's going to feel like you just stack on like 5 pounds overnight. All right, you're going to find you have a lot of sugar cravings. You're going to feel tired all the time. Maybe you have more anxiety and depression. But overall, your fitness journey will feel very frustrating because it's going to feel like you're just running into a brick wall, with your dieting and cardio and training. And, I know where you're coming from because I actually have Hashimoto's, and, until I really got it treated, because that's like a pretty crazy thyroid condition, right? Before I really got it treated, I was frustrated too, okay? And unfortunately, not everybody has access to that. And a lot of doctors, they shy away from that. So I've had to deal with a lot of clients and family members and stuff like that because hypothyroidism and Hashimoto's runs in my family, okay? And I've had to deal with that, and I've gotten experience with that. And there are actually some pretty cool diet modifications that you can make to kind of work around that, all right, and kind of help alleviate some of that frustration. So the first thing is going to be you need to find a good multivitamin, all right? Your thyroid needs certain micronutrients or it's going to have a hard time converting T4 over to T3, okay? So a couple of those would be like your vitamin D, your magnesium, and your selenium, all right? So if you get a good multivitamin, you can generally cover your bases on these and you don't have to worry about taking too much extra stuff, all right? That said, the one-a-days are really pretty much trash. You need to get a good one. It's probably gonna have multiple pills, which I know that sucks, but it's better than being frustrated, okay? So we wanna start there. The one I use is M&S Delta or M&S Omni by Advocare. The Delta has like 300 milligrams of caffeine. So if you don't like that, you go for the Omni. The point is you want to get your micronutrients, okay? You don't have to use that one. You can go on Amazon, get whatever you want. That's just what I use and I like it. I feel like it, has really helped my body convert more T4 to T3, just anecdotally. And I feel like I have more energy on it and my immune system is just that much stronger. Okay, so check that out if you're interested, or just whatever one you want, but I can't vouch for those, okay, because I haven't used them. Another strategy is diet, okay? So a lot of people, when they diet, they just gradually decrease their calories over time. I see this a lot in the bodybuilding industry. They start high, they end up super low. Okay, that is terrible for your thyroid, right? Because over time, when you start restricting calories, especially carbohydrates, your thyroid is going to decrease T4 output to compensate, okay? It's like, oh no, we're starving, okay? So let's shut down the body so that we preserve muscle tissue and organ tissue, all right? Your body is geared towards survival, okay? So it thinks you're trying to kill it. It thinks you're starving when you diet, okay? So the answer is not to not diet. The answer is to be smart and to trick your body. And the way that we do this, okay, because your thyroid starts decreasing output after about 48 to 72 hours, the way that we do this is we stack your low calorie days with some high calorie days. That way it says, oh, wow, we have food. We don't need to restrict our T4 output anymore. In fact, let's bump it up because we have plenty right now. Okay, so we're kind of conquering our evolutionary survival mechanism here. All right, so what I like to do with clients is we'll have like 2 to 3 really, really low days, okay? And these are really low because remember, you have a slow metabolism due to an underactive thyroid, right? And you don't burn as many calories as your BMR says that you do, okay? Just, yeah, whatever, you can look up some studies on it, but you're gonna be slower, probably 200 to 300 calories a day slower, okay? So you need to eat less. So if 1,000 calories a day deficit puts you at like 1,200 calories, you need to eat like 900 on these low days. All right, I know y'all are gonna say I'm crazy and that's too restrictive, but it is what it is. It's just how your body works, guys. I've dealt with so many people with this issue, including myself. I have seen it firsthand. Okay, so you're gonna do this for 3 days. The third day or fourth day, however we're setting it up, you're gonna hit a high calorie day. You're gonna have lots of carbs. You know, you're gonna be feeling great. I mean, this is another perk of these high carb days, right? Is they really get your cortisol down and they help you not feel so deprived, because usually with my clients, I have them eat more stuff that they like. All right, like maybe some spaghetti or whatever on these high carb days. Some people, I even have them doing cheat meals a couple times a week, you know, versus a high carb refeed, and that works well for them. But anyways, so you're gonna do that. All right, this is gonna interrupt your body's process of decreasing thyroid function because it thinks it's starving. Okay, then we go back to our low calorie days. Your metabolism is raging at this point, so you're burning more fat than you actually normally would be. So then we get to Saturday, and with my clients on Saturdays, I like to have them do cheat meals because, you know, it's a good time for them to enjoy some food with their family, maybe take their wife, their girlfriend or whatever out to dinner, or, you know, maybe take their husband out to dinner, what have you, you know, and then back to the diet Sunday, right? So that's kind of how we do it, you know, and then we just adjust things from there. You know, we also will work in some high intensity cardio, maybe even some fasted cardio if it's absolutely necessary. It really just depends on how busy my clients are, right? Like, I don't like to slap too much gym time on them because everybody's got kids, everybody's got families, it seems like, right? And that stuff can be really, I don't want to make people more stressed than they need to be, right? Because if you get too stressed, your cortisol is going to go up. Then you're going to have an even harder time burning fat and building muscle. And so it just becomes this vicious cycle, all right? So we really only want to shoot for like 3 to 4 days a week in the gym. And then we want to take care of the fat loss primarily with diet. Again, because, you know, you're a person, right? And you have multiple things going on. You know, you don't need to be hitting the gym for like 14 hours a week. That's just not practical. It's not mentally healthy. And, you know, it's just gonna, you know, hurt your progress long term. All right. So moving on from that, okay. So basically over time, you're gonna do this and it's gonna help prevent the plateau, because once we hit the plateau from your underactive thyroid, it can be really hard to break out of that. All right, so my suggestion is, if you're starting your fat loss journey, right, you kind of set up your carb cycle the same way, right? It's going to be like 3 low days, keep your carbs lower, you know, we want to keep that insulin down, and then hit it with a high carb day, and you're going to boost that thyroid up. Okay, now on your high calorie / high carb days, really try and cut your fat down, right? Because we don't want to be too much over your maintenance calories. We still want to keep you losing weight. All right. Last but not least, if this sounds too overwhelming for you to put together yourself, all you have to do is hit contact me below, fill out the form, and I will email you promptly about how we can address your struggles and help you reach your fitness goals. All right. Thanks for watching, y'all. Have a great day.